Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. My name's Nitro, and I'm pretty sure you guys remember my name. Or you can call me Nitro for short. But, welcome back. I am back. Sorry I haven't been uploading videos a lot recently. But, today, I'm going to talk about how typical my life is at the moment. And how, not stressful, I would say, but like how lonely it's been for me. So, I've for the past days I just been really just like lonely recently. Just been tired of everything, just been like really like stressed out and just been like tired of everything, like staying in the house all the time because I'm 16 and I'm in my parents' house still living and I'm basically here still and I've been here for the few past years and you know, when my siblings were here once, my sister Vanessa, she was, here and she moved out because of of my parents. And well, so on, when Vanessa moved out, she basically lived with her boyfriend instead. And at the moment, I am just here too, with my older brother Tio, my younger sisters, and just Macy, all along with my parents at the moment. And the most stressful thing I could say is that my parents sometimes don't bring that happiness within the time whenever I'm alone sometimes. Sometimes I want to travel and be like, hey, like, this is my happiness. This is probably what I wanted, you know? But, like, to think about it and to think of this, my brain just said, oh, like, I had enough, already, And, well, there's a few things why I've been lonely recently. Well, I've been a little out of luck. I've had a lot of self-low esteem lately, and well, I don't think that's really a good thing because it could have some potential causes, potential what's we call it. It could have later on potential like causes of it when you're growing up or whatever. But anyways, ugh, allergies. Sorry. Uh, I don't know really. It's really hard to explain really because I believe I told you there was a few things I was really lonely about, but then again, I really don't know how to explain it really, because I've been busy, my life's been busy. I've on summer break at the moment, and when July hits in August, that's when I go back to school. And speaking of which, if you guys didn't know, I've been really busy with some other stuff lately. Like, with my family, my girlfriend, my other family side, and mostly just that. And, speaking of which, speaking of my girlfriend, she's doing well so far. She's, just, um, I don't know what happened specifically, because, well, we went on a call last night, and she left, and I don't know what happened, but I think she must have been busy with something. But anyways, me and my girlfriend have been busy lately. We have been talking to each other a lot recently, and it's making me feel like I'm not gonna do any like more YouTube videos because I have her now, and a promise thing, well, I will never leave her because there's been a few of her exes that left her completely, and I think some of that, I think it was kind of bad for one reason. And, her exes, she told me, it was a pretty bad story. It was. She told me that her exes, well, some of her exes were abusive and some were generally affectionate and nice at the same time. But not sweet. I don't think so, at least. Um, that's it, really. My exes, they weren't nice. None of them were. Aaliyah wasn't nice. Animex between the both, like, well, Animex, I'm not sure really. I don't really want to. I don't really want that in my head right now because that's my old girlfriend. It's not really an ex-girlfriend person. Aaliyah was mostly a mean one. Cerno, most definitely. Um, just my other exes back then, really, including Hunting Z. I'm sure you guys remember him, but not anymore. Uh, I'm gonna talk about my dad now. So my dad, we have a love and hate relationship. We have been together. Well, me and my dad have been head to butt and head to head throughout the past few years. I've been trying to talk to him lately, but it seems like we're trying to. I've tried to make my peace with him, but every time I try to, he brings out that little volcano explosion towards me and just straights out and just be like, oh, like, I'm busy, I'm cleaning the dishes. What do you mean? I can clean them for you. You don't need to do that. Like, if you're so stressed out about something, then let me do it. You don't need to. You came home from work. And when this happens all the time, I'm stressed out too. And when he's stressed out, I'll get stressed out. It's like a love and hate between one of another. But here's the thing. It's not always a hate with him. It's always a love thing. When we figure out something that's overwhelming. And trust me, guys, whenever I say this, I think my girlfriend's never and ever, she's never going to like this one. I don't think she's going to love the fact that I'm going to be teaching how to drive in a car with my dad. Because whenever I talk about it with my girlfriend, she says, no, I will teach you. But, I have to get teach it by my dad because, he's the only one that can teach me, not my girlfriend. Like, I love my girlfriend dearly, but I have to learn it from him because it is part of my responsibility and it's my parent. Like, I know she has that very good heart and mind, but here's the thing. She will be okay. I will be okay. And I know she hates it whenever I talk about it, but, it's not a big of a whole deal whenever this happens and whenever I talk about it, Because let me tell you guys something. For the few past years, I don't think my girlfriend has ever been easily interrogated with my dad before. Ever. I think there's only been one time, but that's only just it. That was only, like, back in 2023. So, with that being said, my girlfriend for right now is, I don't know. My dad, I also don't know. My parents, I don't know as well. My life, I'm not even sure. But, what I do know is that, my life right now feels complete at state of loneliness and tiresome. But, recently, I've been controlling my moderate depression lately. Thinking that I will help the long run. because, sometimes, whenever I start feeling down, if I start feeling out of, not out of luck, but if I start feeling like something's wrong with me, my parents will usually ask me, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. But whenever I say I'm fine, it says it otherwise. I just, I don't like the fact that whenever I say I'm fine, I'm actually not fine. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you get those moments where, like, you're fine, but, in reality, you're not actually fine. That's what I used to say all the time whenever I was at school. I don't think I told you guys this, but when I was back in 9th grade to 10th grade, which, by the way, I think I'm about to be a senior, I used to say, like, I'm fine towards the teachers, because they have always asked me, like, how was your day? How you been? The reply, I'm just fine. That's it. I'm fine. But now that, like, every time I hear it from other people, they're not actually fine. They're feeling something different, feeling something off, feeling heavy stuff at the moment. They're feeling empty. Like something's happening to them. Which I know for the later run, I know that's not going to help, but, it is what it is from, what life is specifically. From teenagers to teenagers and teenagers. Like me, for example. But, I'm trying not to be like one of those people. Because most teens don't give a crap anymore. They just mind their own business. They only take care of themselves. Not with other people and their family, but except for me, I don't do that. I take care of my younger siblings as much as possible. But, it is what it is what it was for until then, but, for the meantime, I guess I could just sit here and just wait for whoever or what I need to do. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to this video. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I haven't been making and posting a lot of videos lately. I've been busy. I've just been pacing myself to plans to graduate next year. I'm really trying to get my hands on to that graduation diploma, high school diploma. I'm really trying to. But, for the meantime, I just gotta pace myself up, gotta do what I do, and just basically what I need to do. Because I'll tell you guys this. The few past years lately, I haven't been making a lot of plans for high school. It wasn't good. But, this time, I'm going to. I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree with my mom today, if that's possible, because today's Friday, and write a notebook for graduation, how many homework subjects, assignments I need to do, or essays, aka. Yeah, but, I think I'm gonna tell my mom if we can go to Dollar Tree. If not, that's totally fine. Because, I just need one more book. I need one more notebook, and that's it. I will just write it down for graduation plans and everything. Which, I'm excited about because I want to graduate. I want to get a job. I want to experience stuff. But, my mom says, no, Junior, you just enjoy being a kid. But, here's the thing. I want to experience some things. I want to, like, know what it's like. But, without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys again for listening to this video. And I'll see you guys in another video, another time. Just don't know when. And yeah. Alright.